Alright, welcome everybody to the Week 2 Very Easy League Discord match presented by MGS2. My name is DLimes13 and this is Makarov360 and PlatonicGuy. We will get them going here in a few moments and get this race started. So, Makarov, coming off a loss in Week 1, relatively new to speedrunning in general, the Metal Gear series. Can definitely hold his own when it comes to MGS2, learning some pretty advanced strats, putting up some decent times, but it is definitely going to be a tall order to defeat the legendary PlatonicGuy, who's a former world record holder in this category. Does amazing strats. He's done a lot for the very easy speedrun in general, as far as finding cool little optimizations, cartwheels, strats, stuff like that. Very consistent as well, so we'll see what he can do. I know when I talked to Platonic before the match started, we might be seeing some things you normally don't see in regular runs from him. We might see like conveyor belt bomb disposal or some wacky Jejenims, or well, we'll see. We'll see what kind of cards he pulls out. But I think the ultimate battle is going to be the internet. I think the internet for Platonic is going to be a factor here. So, alright, coming up to the first boss fight, Olga. Makarov gets a left side, but accidentally shoots her right away. Platonic gets the right side, which is preferred in these race scenarios.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is
Looks like Olga went forward for Makarov, and good RNG at least, but he missed a shot. Missed another shot. Ends the fight there. Platonic's having some trouble as well.
Nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me.
Wow, two shaky, very, very shaky Olgas for sure. Not something you would see out of Platonic for sure, and just Makarov struggled a little bit as well, so definitely some nerves. But dice dav drop by Makarov gets that animation cancel. Oh, and Platonic as well, a double dav drop. That you never see that in a speedrun. That is incredible to see. So yeah, if you unequip your weapon and then mash the fire button as you're falling down that ledge, you have a chance to cancel that animation. But that was beautiful to see out of both competitors. Yeah, and Makarov with just the slightest lead right now. So, see if he can hold this. And I think you'll see both competitors do a strat in the engine room called the swag strat. We jump down in front of the guard, shoot the radio. It'll eventually cause a caution. It'll allow us to skip a cutscene at the end of the engine room, and then we domino into 4 attack team guards. Saves roughly a second. Oh, and Makarov had trouble rounding the corner, and now he's going to get kicked probably twice. Yep, got kicked twice. The lead has been flipped, Platonic out in front. Very unfortunate. Decent sensors by both competitors. A little bit of a different angle for Makarov. Still fairly close early on. Platonic historically has had trouble with ladder glitch. So we could see the lead flip yet again before the end of Tanker. Two different strats here. Platonic going for double USB shots, then M9ing the guard. Gets the alert and gets kicked, so that just backfired. And the lead is just barely for Makarov right now. It flipped just like that with a kick. So they are nearly on the same frame. Guard rush. Both doing USP starts. Makarov has trouble getting one of the guards, and that gets Platonic out in front. But here comes ladder glitch. Platonic going with a left side start. A little fancy get down. Very clean. Very nice. Drinks the projector guard. Ooh! Good backup. Very good awareness. That could have been a game over, and that would have been costly. Makarov taking it a little bit safer. Not too far behind. Oh, Platonic gets a game over. Now Makarov out in front. Back and forth we go. Tough break. And Makarov going for the 2-spot photos. Platonic going for more traditional 3-spot. A little safer. Just wants to get out of tanker now, especially after that continue. But even so, not too far behind. Alright, photos are good for Makarov. He takes the lead coming out of tanker. Good stuff so far. And Platonic is out as well. The beginning of the plant section, not really a whole lot to do for the next 3 or 4 minutes until we get to the start of bomb disposal. A lot of cutscenes, a lot of codex to skip, a lot of tutorial stuff. You might see them fool around and go back and pick up the M9 while the elevator is coming down. That's somewhat common. Other than that, not really much to do down here. Not really many ways to save or lose time. So kick back, relax, catch your breath, and I'm sure things will get kicked into gear come bomb disposal. And while we have a few minutes, I will take time to remind anybody that is watching this, MGSR is running a very easy league. It runs for 11 weeks. This is week 2. We have 11 competitors playing 10 games over said 11 weeks. Top 8 players will make the playoffs, and then we'll have 3-week playoffs to determine a champion. We will have races broadcasted on our Discord, each runner's respective Twitch channel, or the MGSR Twitch channel, which there's a dedicated day for that. Every Thursday, you can catch at least 2 matches on the MGSR channel, starting at around 6 p.m. Eastern, typically. And looks like both of them are going back to get the M9. Both of them should have ended the tanker on USP. That way you can quick equip the M9 at the start. And then you can further enhance that quote-unquote menu trick by unequipping the M9 before the Pliskin cutscene. That way you can quick equip the M9 after the Stillman cutscene. So all in all this nonsense saves like, I don't know, 0.3 of a second, so... But that's what this category has come down to. The frame savers matter. Makarov going for a, might I say, dumb cartwheel. Cost him a little bit of time there. But the lead is still slight. He's still out in front by about a half a room. So both of these guys should trank the guard, unequip before you enter the Pliskin cutscene, and then it'll set up your menus for later. Oh, bad cartwheel. Okay, Makarov didn't unequip. Nor did Platonic. I think they screwed up the menu trick for both of them. Very interesting.
Colonel.
Yeah, Platonic's definitely gaining a little bit of time here and there just from little small mistakes by Makarov. Only about a second or two right now. But this is where you might see something you've never seen before, if Platonic follows through with it. He said he might do the conveyor belt route for bomb disposal, which involves going counterclockwise, picking up cardboard boxes, and going on the Struddy conveyor belt. It's about 2 seconds slower if you do it optimally on VE. But maybe with the continue that he took and the issues early on, maybe he's going to play it safe. Who knows? Makarov will go for the more traditional approach. Nope, Platonic's going to do it. He's doing conveyor belt. He said screw it. So we're going to see two different routes. Makarov doing the more traditional route. And I'll be honest, I don't know the conveyor belt route that well. So I'll be learning as you guys are watching. So it looks like Platonic is going to skip strut B bomb for now and get that, I presume, last. Meanwhile, uneventful strut D for Makarov, fairly clean. Nice cartwheel from Platonic. It had to go to a backup there. It held him up and he was facing forward. But I think Platonic's going to defuse this bomb and then pick up a cardboard box in this room. Oh, maybe not. Interesting. Yeah, see, I don't know the conveyor belt route that well, so I'm not sure. But seems to be fairly clean so far. I'm not really sure how to gauge Platonic. Makarov pretty uneventful so far, hasn't really made mistakes. EF bridge could be a factor coming in. So Platonic's going to pick up a box from here. Okay. I gotcha. A little bit of frame issues here. Like we said at the beginning, he's going to be battling his internet a little bit. Okay, Makarov strut F, Platonic in strut E. Probably going up to the roof first to defuse that bomb. Then we'll probably see the first instance of the conveyor belt. Yeah, Platonic having some definite struggles with his internet, which we knew would be a concern. Maybe starting to get figured out now. Yeah, that bomb by Makarov is somewhat tricky to do. You do it from behind as unintended. But got the lineup, got the bomb. Seemed to be alright there. Alright, Platonic onto the conveyor belt, having a little bit of trouble lining up. But he's now going to go to strut B. I believe he'll be down to one bomb left, which is strut D. And going into bomb disposal, it was an ever so slight lead for Makarov. It was maybe a second, maybe 2 seconds at the very most. So we'll see if the lead flips at all. Platonic's going to grab sensor B. Then he's going to go defuse the strut D bomb. Do the conveyor belt again, and then I think go to strut A. I think. Yeah, this conveyor belt route, I'm just like I said at the beginning, I'm learning as we go. Makarov picking up his sensor B, and he'll be heading down to the deep sea dock and eventually into the fortune fight. We'll see who gets there first, I guess. That's all Platonic's bombs. Now he just has to get this back to strut A. Oh, Makarov stood there because he thought he entered the load zone. That's going to cost him a couple seconds. He just stood there like at the edge of the load zone. So Platonic back on the conveyor belt. Trouble with the lineup. More trouble with the lineup. More trouble with the lineup. And he's going back to strut A. Platonic out in front. So Platonic probably gained, if you take aside the Makarov mistake just standing in the load zone, he probably gained about maybe 8 to 10 seconds. So my initial thoughts of conveyor belt was it's slower, but maybe in an optimal setting, it's not. Who knows? And Platonic had mistakes. He had lineup issues getting on the conveyor belt a few times. Minor menuing issues, but very interesting to see that strat in a race actually pay off. And now he has the lead by a decent margin, by about 10 seconds or so, 15 seconds. Oh, he just danced with the Kodak just a little bit too early. Okay, the fortune fight coming up. A little bit of a level of RNG. You want to do a 3-punch buffer at the start while looking right, and then crouch, and then just let her hit you. Very important that you don't move from your position at all. You can spin like Platonic's doing, it doesn't matter. But you don't want to move up, down, left, or right. Looking good so far for Platonic. Makarov doing a little bit of a weird strat. Not sure what this is. Yeah, looks to be roughly the same. That's the fortune fight for Platonic. I think Makarov may have gained a couple seconds. That looked like a better fortune fight for Makarov, so the gap's only about 8 seconds. I think we might see a pair of M9 Fatmans. Makarov did it in his race last week. Oh, and he gets hit by the Claymore. That's unfortunate. Loses about, almost 4 seconds there. So that's definitely costly. Now, Platonic already has a Claymore, so he can just take a direct line on the EF bridge. Doesn't have to worry about picking one up. And we're having some more internet issues again. Makarov picks his up a little early on the cartwheel to prone, but that's alright. Good cartwheel up the stairs by Platonic. And he'll be first into the Fatman fight. Well, we can hear Platonic. Can't necessarily see Platonic. I guess we'll try to narrate without the visual. There we go. There's some visual. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be 2 M9 Fatmans. Makarov has a ton of trouble with his, so he's going to have to resort to SOCOM or another cycle. Yep, 2 cycle. I think Platonic had a clean one, but with all the buffering issues, it's kind of hard to tell. Like, the sound's coming through okay. It's just his video he's just having trouble with. Yeah, we'll just have to wait out the issues with Platonic. Like, I can hear the game. There's just not much we can really do, unfortunately. Platonic is basically like in a hotel right now, waiting for his apartment to be ready, and just not great internet, I guess. Hopefully it'll get fixed here soon. As we see Makarov make his way to the Shell 1 core. You gotta wonder if either of them will do the Claymore B2 strat that was just developed recently by Platonic. And he's already going down to B2, but kind of hard to watch. Yeah, Platonic is doing Claymore. And looks like Makarov is going to do Claymore as well. So 2 Claymore strats, except Makarov is going to go to the other side, do punch buffers. Pretty clean by Makarov. Platonic Don't know. We might have lost Platonic. We'll see. Yeah, slow walk by Makarov, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna get these guys to pause while we try to figure out these issues. So, PlatonicGuy is gonna reconnect. And hopefully we can get this restarted. Okay, I think we got everything online. And Makarov gets a near God aim, so even though we had the technical snags, the beauty is this isn't an RTA race. We will go to the in-game timer no matter what. And when we pause, that in-game timer stops. So it's really not that big of a deal if either of them have to pause for technical issues because the timer does stop. So it's pretty nice. Makes it pretty fair. Platonic with some fancy cartwheels on the EF bridge. Makarov trying to escape the core. Gets a fast elevator. Yeah, the margin is definitely a little bit at this point. Thanks to Fat Man and other things. Didn't even see what Platonic's aims was, so don't really know. But Harrier can definitely turn a table. There's still time for Makarov to make a comeback. Never know. But it's about probably like 45 seconds or so right now. I think we'll see both go for a more traditional 5+1 Harrier, 5 shots at the beginning and then an extra shot as he's flying around Strut G. So we'll see. Oh, Makarov cartwheels one too many. Now he's going to get shot a couple times. There's one. Just once. Platonic. Good swag shot on this Cypher sensor. Oh, misses there. And pretty clean sensors for the most part. Alright. Harrier. 1, 2, 3, 4. And looks like 5 high damage. And he's going to get the +1. Go down so he can set up his menus for later. That way he doesn't get blown up. 2 more die shots should end the fight. Perfect fight. Perfect Harrier from Platonic. Let's see what Makarov can do with these sensors. Okay, doesn't blow up the bridge. This is good. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Alright, Makarov. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 shot. High damage. Skips the cutscene. That +1 should work? It does. 2 die shots to end the fight here, hopefully. There's one. 2 perfect Harriers. Very, very nice stuff. And Platonic playing it safe, getting on that wall. We don't want a D-Lime special where he just plummets to his death as he tries to get on the wall. A little monk-ass leap of faith by Makarov. But still made it. Like, this gap it's not insurmountable. One medium-sized mistake. Oh, nearly a large one for Makarov. One huge mistake, and Makarov's right back in this, so you've got to be on your toes. We've seen 57 seconds lost on Vamp. Like, you don't know what can happen. But both of them went with chaff strats on the perimeter, throwing chaff grenades instead of M90 the guard. It's a safer strategy. It has a tendency to lose time if you get blown up by the Claymore mines on Strade like Makarov did, but still safe nonetheless. This Nikita pickup can definitely be tricky for some. The hitbox is deceivingly big, but it is also awkward. Like, look at that hitbox. And that was a perfect turn, like right at the right moment. Very good by Platonic. Alright, Platonic navigating his Nikita missile through the vents. Try not to hit walls. Try not to hit the president. Easy. Ooh, he does it. He hits the wall. Interesting. Cut it just a little too close. So, minor time loss. That's a small victory if Makarov can get his off clean. It's like about it's like an 8-second loss. 7 or 8-second loss. Makarov having just a little bit of trouble swimming. Hey, Makarov's just hanging around. Hanging around. You got Vamp. You got the Tengu fights. I mean, you got all of Endgame can lose buckets of time if certain things happen. And clean Nikita by Makarov, so it's going to gain a little bit of time, maybe a few seconds. I'll be curious to see if Platonic does go for Swim Glitch. I'm going to guess he doesn't. I think neither will. I'm not even sure if Makarov knows it. But I would be very surprised if Platonic went for it here. If he did, and got a good one, it would probably be the knockout punch. I don't know, he's shooting a SOCOM. Maybe an indicator? Nope, he's just gonna swim. Correct call in my opinion. Why risk it? The margin is still somewhat close. So why risk that? Respectable. Alright, Vamp fight for Platonic coming up here. We're going to get 6 well-timed stingers at Vamp's feet, essentially. It'll take about 4 seconds. Perfect fight. And Makarov just gonna swim. No swim glitch out of either. Platonic making his way to the Emma escort section. Makarov just getting to his Vamp 1 fight. So after the Vamp fight, things are gonna slow down here for a little bit. But it's good stuff so far. Very interesting stuff out of both players. That tanker was definitely one to watch for sure. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 perfect vamps. So very good from Makarov. They're just kind of hanging in there. Platonic on to the second part of his swim. Makarov getting ready to start his first. So we're looking roughly about a minute right now for the gap. But it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, the line that Platonic's taken is not too difficult. As long as you have decent movement, you can generally get by this guard pretty easily. Quick AK. And you're just going to slip by one more guard with good movement. And then bump Emma out the door. Which has a tendency to soft lock the game on console. Never really PC though. I've never seen it happen on PC. Oh! Makarov got bugs. So he's going to have to choke her twice now. Oh, I just having all kinds of trouble. Unfortunate. And Platonic is on to everybody's favorite section, the sniping section with Emma. Oh, Makarov, a little bit of trouble there. He'll get up before the attack team comes in. He didn't even get a radio call, so he's fine. So a little bit of trouble for Makarov just getting out of the core. Yeah, Platonic equipped his scope. You gotta wonder if he's just gonna be like, you know, Snake, you can handle this. Because if you look in the scope and you look at a particular spot, you can have Snake do all the work and take out all the guards and ciphers after he calls you. Does lose a little bit of time because you have to call him back. But we'll see if we see that. Yep, he's going to do it. He's going to take the lazy way out. Yep, so as long as you're in the scope, in the PSG-1, first person, Snake will take care of everything. Makarov just beginning his sniping section as well. While we have a few minutes, I will take this time to remind anybody who is watching, this is Very Easy League 2020 presented by Metal Gear Speedrunners. This is week number 2, a Discord VoIP stream. It is a league that is being held over 11 weeks. 11 players competing in 10 games. Top 8 will make the playoffs, and then we'll have a 3-week playoff in January to determine a champion. We'll broadcast matches in our Discord on each runner's Twitch channels or on the Metal Gear Speedrunners Twitch channel every Thursday night. Guaranteed at least 2 matches on the MGSR channel. So twitch.tv/Metal Gear Speedrunners if you want to give the channel a follow. We'll have matches for you every Thursday night. Yeah, not a whole lot to say here with sniping. Just gonna sit back and relax. Platonic getting ready for his Vamp 2 fight, so be sure not to blink. Very, very impressive. Very nice. Very fast. Probably under a second. Is he going to go for a cartwheel? He's going to go for a cartwheel there. Very tricky cartwheel. Yeah, it definitely looked like Turbo Vamp 2 from Platonic for sure. Which is legal. It is legal in this game for the speedrun. And now Platonic is into Arsenal gear. Entering endgame. Looks like Raiden and Snake are fighting at the sniping section a little bit. Not too big of a deal.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jack the Ripper? You know this fellow? You remember me, don't you? You've grown.
Oh, too much of an adjustment from Makarov, but gets it off eventually. So, a bit of a sloppy fight.
They altered your memory, too?
And he will make his way to endgame as well.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Be interesting to see if Platonic does a new Jujunum strat that was found literally about 2 hours ago. Nope, he's going to play it safe. Yeah, unfortunate for Makarov to take that. Alright, Makarov will make his way into Arsenal. A little screw up on the cartwheel there. Platonic is just busy answering some codec calls.
Damn kid. Moron. Damn kid.
Yeah, cartwheeling too many times on the EF bridge is definitely costly, as you saw by Makarov there, taking an unfortunate continue. it's very tight to get away with 3 and shoot the Cypher out at the same time. So, unfortunate mistake, but it happens. Alright, Tengu 1 for Platonic. It's gonna go left side, equip the 8K, get shot, and just take out any guards in his path. First try, very nice. Tengu 2 coming up can be a little bit of a variance. Makarov just answering the call just too early. Oh! Platonic is just gonna do the lazy strat. Of course he would. This really doesn't lose all that much time, to be honest. It loses maybe 10 seconds. Oh, he's gonna help out a little bit, so it's kind of just fooling around at this point. Triple knockout, very nice. Yeah, but definitely memeing up this race, that's for sure. Doesn't care about the cumulative IGT tiebreaker if it comes down to that. I mean, he had to continue in the hold, so it's not like he was getting world record off of this. Yeah, so definitely a memey Tengu too, for sure.
When Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's blood. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound command. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR.
Yeah, Platonic is just having some fun, wasting all of his ammo. 90-second auto scroller, you can't do anything to speed this up. If we could skip this section, that would be huge. That would be really, really big.
It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final.
Alright, Makarov starting his Tengu 1.
Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute.
First try as well. Very good. I think we'll see a more traditional Tengu 2 from Makarov actually, you know, try. And Platonic's going to go with the risky raise, and he does not get it. Okay, so he's going to lose a few seconds here. He really doesn't lose all that much. Lost a couple seconds. Not too bad.
GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Makarov going with the dubbed Bestwick approach with Tengu 2 makes it a little more of a consistent fight. A lot easier to hit the Tengus that are coming down. Is missing some shots, so a little bit. He's shooting a little bit too late. Definitely want to be shooting a little bit earlier. Position is decent.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
Platonic coming up to his final boss fight, the solidest fight. Phase 1 is pretty easy at the start. You just swipe 3 times, he shoots rockets at you. You do that for 3 cycles. And then there could be a little bit of RNG in the second phase of the fight. I'll probably go for some parries to try to break his attacks as he's charging towards him. So we shall see. Oh, I'm not sure what that was about. Just switched to the non-lethal side, but okay.
Good work, Jack. This is where it gets interesting.
Good parry. Can you do one more? Yes, and that is time for Platonic, but per match rules, we will go to the in-game timer for the score screen. Makarov doing his Ray fight, more traditional approach, nice and clean.
I remember now. Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
I think I found something to pass.
So just one more boss fight here for Makarov, and then we'll begin to do the credits for both of these guys.
Genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Alright, let's see what Makarov can do here. Makarov on to phase 2.
And the sky up above, and think, what am I made of? Am I full of sorrow? Am I hurt and pain?
Yeah, and one more part of the fight. Block and attack here. Slash done for Makarov and ends on a stab. So GG to both runners for sure. But yeah, we will go to the credits. We'll get that in-game time for both fellas, and we'll see if they can maybe get one or two of them in here for a little chit chat while credits are happening.
Hey,
What's up, dude? GG.
thanks. Do you want me just to turn off the audio of the game? Or
It's fine. It was crackling. That's why I just wanted it.
yeah,
muted.
so it's
So
annoying anyways.
yeah, but
that
yeah.
was a-
Tell me.
That was
Tell
a
me
weird
about the
run.
run. Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, Tanker was pretty wacky. You did some really weird stuff. Tell us about
I
it.
gotta continue on hold 2.
A whole, yeah,
It was
not
such a
hold
weird
1, but hold 2. So
Yeah.
very strange.
Yeah. And then because of that continue, I was considering not going for conveyor belt. I'm like, this run isn't good already. The
Right.
last minute, I was like, I promised I would do it, so I did it. That's why I didn't decide to do 6-shot. I was like, I've already wasted enough time. God. Yeah, that was a weird one. I think this might be like, I don't know, maybe it's definitely not a 103. It probably is a high 104 or
I would
something.
say a high 104-ish. Maybe Makarov is in the 107-ish range. That's just my
Yeah.
guess. But it was definitely close for a lot longer than some people would think. Even getting into Harrier was still kind of close. So definitely
Mhm.
very entertaining to watch, ever entertaining to call for sure.
Yeah, when my internet cut out, I think it was during AIMS. Did you guys get
Yeah.
to see what AIMS I got?
Nope.
I got southeast, right at the edge of the table.
Yeah, Makarov got near God Ames, like 2 slots away. So
Hmm. Yeah, I heard about his continue, and yeah, that's unfortunate.
yeah, it definitely
I've done
cost
that
him some
before. I'm
time.
always careful in that room.
Yep. You can squeeze 3 under the right circumstances, 3 cartwheels, but it's so tight.
Yeah.
Just not worth it. But 2-0 start, not too bad
Hmm.
for yourself.
Yeah. Got done with both Macs now.
Right. Right. So it's kind of the way the schedule went, but definitely good stuff. But yeah, we'll just wait a little bit longer for credits and get these score screens, and then we'll wrap things up. Yeah, it was interesting calling the conveyor belt because I really didn't know the route by heart much, so it was just kind of like guessing what you would do, and I guessed wrong a couple times, and it's like I'm learning as we're watching this, so whatever.
I can't wait to watch your commentary.
Um, I don't know, like I watch it back, like we say it's slower,
Oh my
but
god.
we say it's slower, but even with your troubles getting up onto the conveyor belt and Makarov had a fairly clean bomb disposal. You gained like 8 or 10 seconds. So
Oh my god.
I think this is worth a relook.
Hmm.
So I don't know. We'll see. I hope this isn't the case where we were wrong and it's like 8 to 10 seconds faster, but
Oh my god. Like when I timed it and I was like, oh, it's 15 seconds faster. Oops, my math was wrong.
right, yeah, that would be terrible. Like just because I don't like it personally, but it really doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't. It
So
doesn't actually. It's just I don't have that much practice. It's just I do it once in a while.
mhm,
Not something that you would do in a proper run.
for sure. Yeah, like there's no awkward strut A, um, like on higher difficulties, I don't think. So, so maybe it's pretty easy. I'm not sure.
The only thing something I learned about it just now is because you have the box with you after Fatman, it's 2 menus up to the BDU, not one. I
Yeah,
learned it in the run now. I had to like remember. I was like, wait, if I have the box, does that mean the menus are um like a euro? You have the box on your previous and just one up to PDU. But I think it would just be better to go 2 up to PDU. You never use the box again.
I mean you could use the box in some places. I can think of 2 places where you could use the box. It would be Chaffless route entering shell 2. You wouldn't get stunned by the
Oh, yeah.
Cypher. Tengu won? Like, but that's menuing that, so worth, not worth? I don't know. It's interesting. I think it's worth a relook for sure. But coming up on time here for Mr. Guy. I'm gonna say a 104.57. My guess.
Just barely.
Wow. How?
Wow.
How did you get? How is this a 103? Wow. I do not get this at all. Conveyor belt has to save like a minute. Like, come on. That's such crap. Your kill count's so low because of your weird Tengu too.
I know.
Oh my goodness. What the hell? World record is free. Like, come on.
Oh
my goodness.
Yeah, we need to look at conveyor belts again.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You weren't running with splits, were you?
No.
No, my goodness.
Oh.
Ha. Pause manipulation, maybe. I don't know. Maybe pause at the right point and it's reset the IGT. I don't know. God.
Oh yeah, I did pause when the internet went down, but even then, like,
it shouldn't have mattered. That's so strange.
That's bizarre.
That's stunning. I do not know what to say to that. GG though for getting a 103 out of that. Well, that means Makarov should be like, could be a high 106.
106,
No,
yeah.
I still say a 107.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I'll just wait for his time and then go to the rank. Not that it matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I already have it documented and verified, so makes no difference. All right, Makarov. He's gonna get a 57. Let's see it.
He's been holding print screen the whole time.
Uh-huh. Wow.
105.
106.18.
Nice.
That's not bad. Very interesting runs by both.
Yeah, Makarov, we need to look back at this run, both our runs.
Like, yeah, I'm stunned by both times for sure. Like, I was way off, but okay. This is the wackiness of VE, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed the race. This will be it for this broadcast, and we will catch you guys for the next one. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are.